You want to go from the 3D experience to the 5D experience, and you've been trying to figure out the best possible way to get there, but you're worried because you're afraid that you're not going to be able to get there in time. And what about your family? Let's talk about that in this video. In order to intelligently talk about the 5-dimensional experience, we do have to understand, what is 5D anyway? And if this were interactive, I would ask you to tell me, what do you think the experience of making it to the 5th dimensional reality would actually look like? To get a better idea of what this 5D reality thing is, we should go ahead and look at the 3D one. What is the main characteristic about that? I would say that it's a survival-based mindset. It's selfish. It's destructive. It's everything that we generally don't want to have happen in this experience. It's very primitive in nature. The 5D experience then would have to be the opposite. Now we're in a place of, we know that everything's going to work out okay. We are all here to help each other. We understand that we are the same, or that we are one. And all of the interactions that we have with each other are divine in nature, or they feel divine in nature. That anxiety and worry and impatience and disappointment and all the lower vibrational emotions are a thing of the past. All suffering in general is a thing of the past, and perhaps even physical suffering. This description of the 5D reality is something that people who have been studying spirituality really want to achieve. And so I have to ask you, once again, what do you want out of your 5D experience? I would say take a moment right now and think about that. What do you not like about the 3D one that you want instead in the 5D one? Or have you never thought of it in that way at all, and you just think, oh my gosh, yay, 5D, that's what I want. It just sounds so good. 5 is so much better than 3. What is it that's actually going on in your mind and at your emotional level that is pulling you toward wanting to experience this 5D reality? I would imagine that the majority of what you might be saying right now is, I want my suffering to be gone, whatever that suffering may be, whether it's emotional or physical. That you also want other people's suffering to end, and you don't like all the corruption and all the selfishness and all the greed and all the terrible things that are happening in this world. That's what you want to avoid. That's what you want to end. But why do you even want that? Mostly because you want something that is currently unavailable to you, or at least you believe is currently unavailable to you, and that is peace. If you could be at peace inside, at an emotional place, at a mental place, at a spiritual place, then all of the rest of it would just be noise to what you're experiencing. And right now, you're saying, I've had enough of this 3D experience. It is not good. It feels like it just keeps getting worse and worse. I can tell you right now that the path to not get to 5D is to continue to think in this way. The number one thing that you need to change if you want to get to 5D is stop running from the 3D. Let's think of it this way. The 3D existence has always been here, and it always will be here. It is infinite. We can interject ourselves into the 3D anytime we would like as spiritual beings, as multidimensional beings. We choose different times because it will bring us different types of experiences. You've chosen this time right now. It's pretty amazing time, really. Because, yes, there's all kinds of terrible things happening, but there is also a awakening up that's happening. And that's an exciting thing to be a part of. But to say that the 3D reality is flawed and it's a screwed up mess and it's a place that I don't want to be because of all of its flaws and because of the terrible other people is to also say that we, as the creator, made some sort of mistake. We accidentally made the 3D reality? Oh, crud, man, we really screwed that up. Well, the only way to achieve anything out of the 3D reality is to move out of it. So that's what we've got to do. Well, I suppose it's possible that we created a reality to just abandon or or leave immediately. But it's also highly likely, and I would even say it is 100% likely, that we created this for incredible reasons and not just to escape it. What if you could achieve a 5D experience while you were in the 3D and you didn't need the rest of society or the planet or whatever it is that you've been looking for, hoping for, wishing for? It doesn't even have to happen. That you could just get there right now. How would that be different? At first you might say, well, it'd be different because everybody else would be there too and I wouldn't feel sorry for them or feel bad for them. Well, the problem with that is that if you felt bad for them, then you probably wouldn't be in 5D. Feeling bad, feeling that there are problems, feeling that there's something wrong, feeling that there's something negative, is actually a 3D experience. So if you were truly in the 5D, then you would look at all of existence and all of creation with the same amount of love and excitement and happiness and gratitude and all of that, no matter what the situation was. So running from the 3D is not the solution to getting to the 5D. You can bring the 5D to you right now. So how do you do that? First, you recognize that everything that you see, everything that has been created with divine intention, and that there have been no mistakes and there's nothing actually wrong. That all the beings that are suffering are actually the same being. That all the beings that are thriving are also the same being. We're all tied together as one, and we're creating all of the experiences, whether they be positive or negative, for an incredible purpose. And we don't actually, as the creator, want them to end. Why would we have created them if we wanted them to end? We've created them to have a multitude of experiences, to learn lessons and to have enlightenments and awakenings and difficulties and challenges. To recognize that it's all on purpose is to say, I am in a 5D space. I am in a 5D place. It's all working out exactly as I designed it. And there's no urgency to hurry up and make some sort of change. If we wanted to make some sort of change, we just would, because we are the creator. We are multi-powerful. We can do whatever we want. And what's the thing that we wanted? We wanted to come here as these limited beings and experience this very challenging place for so many different reasons. Because we like a challenge, because we know we could do it, because we wanted to see what it felt like, because we wanted to be surprised by our own creation. So really, the best way to do this is to stop running from the 3D and appreciate it for exactly what it is. That will get you to 5D consciousness. Thank you so much for watching this video. I have other videos that are specific about the 5D experience, and I'll link one right here, right now, and you can check some more out throughout my channel. Let me know what your 5D experience has been like, or your approach, or your attempt to actually get there. Tell me your process. Tell me your experience. It'll help me, and it'll help all the other people that watch this video and read the comments. I love you unconditionally. And I'll see you in the next video.